Now, video games, of course, hugely popular, but it can cost a small fortune keeping up to date with the latest releases, about 70 quid for a game or more. And that's having to fork out for the console in the first place.
Yeah, it's expensive
business.
Yeah. Maybe that's why retro gaming is booming. Games are cheaper to play and they give us a chance to enjoy a little bit of nostalgia. And we've enlisted the help of YouTuber and collector Gemma to explain more.
Yes! First position, baby. Get in. Let's go.
I've been into gaming since the age of 5, and what started as a hobby morphed into a whole other life as my alter ego on YouTube, the Gebs24. Retro gaming has taken me all over the world, but it started in places like this, Kirkby Sales and Exchange.
So there's a lot of people in the 40s that's coming in. It's what we did when we were younger, it's the consoles we played, we love it, it takes us back. There's also a lot of younger people coming in. I think people of our age are sitting our kids down and saying, come and have a go on this. And there's a lot of family play. You've got to sit close because you're wired in. It's simple, easy games that, you know, who's going to get the fastest time, who's going to get the best lap.
As cost of living bites, the other appeal is price.
So we've even got Sonic here. It's only £9. As a player, this is so iconic. The blue hedgehog is forever ingrained in my brain, and I remember playing it as a kid and going to bed and seeing the rings spinning around as I closed my eyes. I played it that much.
Even Sonic would struggle to keep up with the modern gaming. New releases can set you back around £70 a pop. New consoles and add-on packs that allow you to play online with all your mates all add up too.
Games nowadays have much deeper monetization. So we have things like microtransactions or downloadable content. So you could keep spending on a game, especially a live service game like Fortnite or Call of Duty Warzone, you could spend on that forever. Whereas if you buy a retro game, you spend £20, £30 and that's it.
And it's not just the price that's attracted thousands through the doors of the Nottingham retro gaming market. It's being able to get your hands on something that transports you straight back to childhood.
I'm just a massive Pokemon geek. I've even got like my Pokemon socks on right now. So I'm a massive kid. I feel like as we get older as adults, we lose that inner child within ourselves, and I'm fully about embracing that.
Big fan of video games. I always have been for many, many years. One of the best things about being a dad and having a little one is that I get to kind of expel that onto him. My wife's not very big into the culture, but she's kind of got no choice now. So we're here to just have a little look around and just have a bit of nostalgia and blast from the past.
So far, absolutely loving it. Up and down the country, these markets are booming. My collection is taking over the house. But just like in a good end-of-the-world scenario, if the internet collapsed, I'd still be able to play.
It's not just a hobby, it's not just a passion, it literally is, for me, it's a way of life, and I couldn't imagine my life without it. Right, here we go, where are you?
Gemma there. We're joined now by Nick Poole, who's the Chief Executive of Yuki, which is the trade body of the UK's gaming industry, and he's brought in some props as well, which look very familiar. Morning to you, Nick.
Good morning.
What did you used to play? What do you still play?
Oh, well, there's so many to choose from. I think that's part of the thing. For me, I guess the Tomb Raider games are always going to be iconic. The first really sort of exploratory 3D full platform games, they were pretty amazing.
So why are we seeing these older games becoming more popular again?
Well, we think there's a number of things driving this, and it's great to see. We're hearing one retailer reporting an 800% increase in sales of retro games. I mean, this has become something absolutely amazing. Seems to be a combination of older generations kind of rediscovering games from their childhood, much-loved titles, but also there's a huge amount of younger players who are finding retro games for the first time. And I think it's something to do with, you know, getting away maybe from the smartphone, spending a bit of quality time offline, but playing a game. And really, you know, these games are fantastic feats of engineering, you know, for their time, what they were able to achieve. And so it's brilliant to see younger people discovering them for the first time.
And they're simpler. You know, some of the modern games are so sophisticated, which is brilliant, but I mean, it requires an awful lot of thought and involvement.
I think that's it. I think, you know, the modern world is a big, complex place. There's lots going on, and sometimes you need what they call snackable games that you can just dip into, enjoy, spend a little bit of time with. And because they're by design shorter, you know, they have shorter gameplay loops, I think people really feel that they can dip in, have a great time, and then get on with their day.
Oh, the irony that back in the day, these were deemed to be like really, really violent. And actually now, this is quite tame.
This is very gentle stuff, and you know, I think partly, you know, graphical limitations.
Donkey Kong, remember that?
You see this, it's in the top 3 of all-time favourite retro
Yeah.
games, Donkey Kong. Absolutely
The
amazing game.
hours, days spent
Really?
doing that. Yeah, totally, yeah.
But do you know what? We've now got evidence showing that playing games like this is good for people's health and well-being. We've seen the first game now made available to teenagers on the NHS for treatment for depression and anxiety. So actually, time spent in these games is really good for mindfulness and well-being.
Said the chief executive of the trade body for the
Absolutely.
UK's
I
gaming
might be
industry.
slightly biased on that one.
Because, I
absolutely.
mean, there were a lot of parents will be watching this saying, don't tell me this is great for my kids. I'm really worried about the amount of time my kids and
Sure.
maybe I myself spend playing gaming.
Sure, and it's like, I mean, I'm a parent myself, and I always think it's, you know, all things in balance, all things in moderation, and time spent playing games can be good for your skills, but also, you know, time outside and time socialising is really important too.
Tell us about these consoles that you've brought in.
So we try to pick something from each generation to help people kind of figure out when they entered this story. So the black box there, the ZX81, an amazing early home computer from Sinclair in Cambridge. And that one, you could get a magazine and type the game in physically from the keyboard. It'd be a very short game, but it'd be great fun. Then we got the classic Super Nintendo Entertainment System. That, for a lot of people, was the first time they saw sort of arcade quality graphics coming into their home. And then right up to, you know, more recently, the Wii, which really kind of popularized a lot of those sort of physical sports games and playing games as a social activity.
And people are buying the old kit to
They
play the
are.
old games. They're
They
not
are.
just buying new versions.
So some recent research showed that around 24% of Gen Z, so between 13 and 25, now own a retro console. People are buying the old kit. But of course, that's not the only option. A lot of the very modern platforms now make retro games available on platform as well.
It is staggering, isn't it? How do you think they find out about it?
So there's a few places. So I'm a trustee of the National Video Game Museum. They've got a fantastic list of retro titles. Here, or just near here in Bury, you've got Europe's largest retro arcade. A lot of it is word of mouth as well. We've seen, I think it's a 1,000-fold increase in YouTube content around retro games. So they're finding them online as well.
Oh, really? So it's that word of mouth, people like Gemma, influencers, video bloggers,
Hugely.
vloggers, yeah.
Really, really important. And of course, you need somebody to, well, you know, we genuinely believe there's a game for every player. We believe that everybody has that perfect game, but maybe you need somebody to help you find it and kind of curate that. So bloggers and bloggers are a really important part of that.
And in a cost of living crisis, so much cheaper, as we were seeing just then, picking them up in a charity shop for £1.
Absolutely. And we're seeing, you know, people still love the modern AAA games. That's fantastic. And they're an incredible entertainment experience. But, you know, you can pick up like a Mario cartridge and one of these for tens of pounds, and you can have a great time.
What's the next step in gaming then?
The next step in gaming, well, everything's AI. And so, of course, we're seeing AI transform gameplay and really kind of push out the boundaries of what we once thought was possible. So we think we're going to see more immersion. But the other area that's super exciting is the crossover between film, TV and games. So you have things like The Last of Us, Fallout 4, where worlds that were once in game, you can now watch in the cinema and have an amazing experience.
Looking forward to that one, Sal?
What, BBC Breakfast the game? Yeah, potentially.
Put on a headset and immerse yourself. Thank you so much for coming in, Nick, and bringing all this kit. It's great to see. It's weird, isn't it, how familiar it all looks? There's
really
something
is.
quite comforting about it.
It really is. And if people haven't done it lately, if they've got an old box in a cupboard, they are remarkably good at turning back on again. So find that old box, turn it back on, and just spend a few times enjoying a great classic game.
Oh, it's great
Might
fun.
do that.
Thank you
I suppose
so
it's a bit
much.
like, thank you very much. It's a bit
Thank
like
you.
getting an old brick phone, isn't it? Or
Yes.
a vinyl record player or something.
Yes.
Quite nice and relaxing about it.
Love a bit of retro. It's almost 8 o'clock. That means it's time to get the news, the travel and the weather where you are.
I'm going to play a game.
Again.